Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Amber Room's Central Valley Nights, the South San Joaquin Valley's number one source for everything that's happening locally. No matter the event, venue, or subject, we'd like to highlight you here. Let's keep the South San Joaquin Valley alive and vibrant. Tell us about where your band is playing, when your play opens, where you will be, and why. Are you the promoter, the band, the DJ, a comedian, poet, drag queen? Let us know where you're going to be and when. Let the Amber Room shout you out, interview you, promote you. The Amber Room is here for you and your fans. Tune in to us Thursday nights at 7 p.m. And now, coming to you live from the Amber Room studios, Troy Kronberg.
Well, hello and good evening, everybody. Troy Kronberg here, Amber Room, Central Valley Nights, for another great show. We had a wonderful Sunday show that I don't know if you got to see. We had the great band Saba here. We're going to talk about them a little more in a while as well. They're doing really well and want to highlight them again. Kind of like what they're doing. So let's give them a shout out. Let's see. What do we want to talk about more than anything? There's a lot going on in, Visalia right now. Actually, all parts of the valley. We are the South Valley's information source for almost anything going on, entertainment, culinary, got comedy, drag, live performance, DJs, music, whatever you want to talk about. If you want to highlight yourself, this is your platform. We'd love to talk to you and get you going and get you some more tickets sold and get everybody in your venues. That is the whole point of this show. So thank you again for tuning in. Let's go and look at what's going on, because there's quite a bit going on right now. Let's start with good old crawdaddies. I like to talk about crawdaddies. I was talking about it on my last show. Our good friend Keith Korsgaden, he might be the best MC in the entire valley, if I had to put a name on it. If you've ever walked into his show and seen anything going on there, he's the best master of ceremonies. He's very thankful of all of his associates there. It is just a wonderful feeling going on to see a show in there. He's got one coming up on Tuesday the 26th and Wednesday the 27th. The 26th is sold out already. It is Badco and Foreigner, one band, but it's two tributes built into one. That is a pretty cool thing when you've got a band so capable that they can do two at once. They're at Crawdaddies, again, like we said, 333 East Main Street here in Visalia on the second floor. Tickets are $40. They're going fast. Like I said, Tuesday's sold out and Wednesday's gone almost as well. So hurry and get them going quick. We're going to do you a little more highlight show of this same thing here. Watch this. Listen to these guys. Oh my goodness. Crawdaddy, 333 East Main, Visalia. Give them a call, 625-5300. Yep, Wednesday the 27th. Come on out. It's going to be a good show. I'm going to be there. Wouldn't want to miss it. They're always a good show at Crawdaddies. Never, ever want to miss one there. Puts on at least once a month, and they've got the regulars always there. A Sunday crowd. Never ending. Always something good going on at Crawdaddies. Tuesday the 26th, Wednesday the 27th, 8 p.m. is the show. Keith and Martha. I'll see you there. Another big thing going on, the Norma Conquest at the Ice House. 410 East Race. The Norma Conquest, it's by Ron Watson. It's a comedy in 3 acts. It's a parody to the sequel, said that wrong, to Sunset Boulevard. And this is actually a world premiere here in town. Started on the 15th of September, goes Fridays and Saturdays through October 1st. Starts at 7:30 p.m. They have Sunday matinees at 2 p.m. You can get your tickets at VisaliaIcehouse.com. 410 East Race Avenue here in Visalia. VisaliaIcehouse.com. 734-3900. Also, another whole bunch of stuff going on here in Visalia at the Visalia Fox Theater. Let's talk about that for a moment. It's going to take a minute. There's a lot. November 11th, Tommy Chong's coming. Perico Productions, they always put out quality. Always something going on. Perico, local promoter here. The tickets for the November 11th show for Tommy Chong are at etix.com, or you can call 625-1369. On December 3rd, there's a matinee show, 2 p.m., C.S. Lewis, Christmas with C.S. Lewis. I believe you get the tickets for that at foxvisalia.org. That should be a really good Christmassy, real good home feeling, bring the family type of event. They also have Jose Feliciano coming to town in concert at Christmas. Got an evening with Feliz Navidad with his classic hits. It's going to be December 9th at Fox Theater. Tickets there are at josefeliciano.com. December 9th, Fox Theater here in town. Jose. Felipe Esparza, he'll be here this weekend, Saturday the 23rd. Doors at 7, show's going to be at 8. I believe there's still a few tickets left. Again, this one's at Perico Productions. Foxvisalia.org is where you're going to find the tickets for this one. Like I said, I believe there's a couple left. Want to come on out? Coming on October 28th, Old School Soul Fest. You got the R&B, soul, funk, 80s groove. Got everything going on. Yarborough and People, Surface, The System, Michalet. You can get those. That's Perico Productions again. etix.com. So it's going to be a whole lot of good stuff going on there at good old Fox Theater. Forgot to talk to you one more thing about our good buddy Keith Korsgaard and Crawdaddies. And oh, this is delicious. I got to tell you a story. I took my mom recently to Crawdaddies for lunch. First time she'd ever been there. And we chose the meatloaf. And my mother told me that that was the best meatloaf she had ever eaten in her entire life. And that is a true story. She literally told me that. And my mom makes some pretty good meatloaf. So for the fact that she made that comment about Crawdaddy's meatloaf, yeah, this coupon is well worth it. I'm actually going to take her back with this one. Crawdaddy's lunch or brunch. Buy one, get one half off. Buy one brunch or lunch meal, you get the second at equal or lesser value, half price. This is good through October 1st here in town at Crawdaddy's, 333 East Main in Visalia, 625-5300. Now, let's talk about some poetry. There's a guy here in town named Michael Hasso, and he is really devoted to the world of poetry. And there's a whole bunch going on. There's something, I don't know if any of you know this, I'm kind of new to it myself. I haven't physically been to one, and I'm going to be going to, I think, the one right after this one, because this one's in Fresno. But there's a thing called the Loudmouth Poetry Slam, and it's literally a competition, and you can win money. And there's actually teams that go around and compete in other markets, and it sounds like a pretty doggone cool thing. That's something I'm kind of new to myself. Didn't show this one off too good. Have some bad information on the bottom there because we don't need to talk about that address. But anyway, the Loudmouth Slam team is going to Lit Hop, and that's the slam up in Fresno. And that is Saturday, October 14th at Tower Yoga. That's 626 East Olive Avenue. And that is, oh, what does that look like? 1 p.m. to, looks like 7:45, or maybe just their portion is 1 p.m. to 1:45, if I have to read that right. I think that's what I'm seeing there. And they're going to have four of the locals. They're going to have La Mariposa, Bryn, Jose, and Walks Between Worlds. They're all going up, and they're going to compete for the Visalia team, or the Visalia locals, and they're going to go up there and show off their stuff. So, Loudmouth Poetry Jam, Michael A. Hasso, and Hasso is JASSO at gmail.com if you need information. Now, next day, they'll be right back in town. Check this out. Loudmouth Poetry proudly presents the California Poet Laureate, Lee Herrick. He's going to be here in town. And where they compete here in town, it's at Arts Visalia, 214 East Oak Avenue, here in Visalia in the downtown. Sunday, October 15th, they're going to have doors open at 4. There's a $10 entry to compete, a $100 cash prize for the top poet. So you got something on paper you want to share, you might make some cash. If you want more information, you can call 667-5650, or again, Michael A. Hasso at gmail.com. Arts Visalia, 214 East Oak Avenue here in town, Visalia. Again, October 15th, Sunday, going to have California Poet Laureate Lee Herrick here in town. Going to be a good one. Now they're going to end the month off. This is Saturday, October 28th at Arts Visalia again, 214 East Oak Avenue. They are going to have Dia de las Poéticas, and this is a returning event. They're going to have $500 for the top Latinx poet. Goes on from 3 to 7 p.m. There is a $50 buy-in to compete, and it's free to attend. Again, it's $50 buy-in, but a $500 prize. So if you got the licks to speak and spit, I would love to see you out there. Come on out and support this. Even if you're watching, it's going to be a good one. Saturday, October 28th, Arts Visalia, 214 East Oak Avenue, here again in Visalia. Information, Michael A. Hasso, JASSO at gmail.com. Now, we're going to get out of this town for a minute. I'm going to come back, but it's going to be like a commingling of towns, for lack of a better term. We'll talk about that shortly. Tulare, got some cool stuff coming up. Check this out. I'm going to talk about two things. The band that was here last Sunday, Saba. Saba, a couple of my good friends, they were on here, George and Bernie. They are some of the members of Saba, and I know a couple others. I know Chase, really, really amazing. He does about anything. The drummer, he's a trumpet player, he's a keyboardist, he's about probably 50 other things I don't even know. So yeah, Chase Sanborn, Bernie Garcia, and Joe Lisaula, some of the members of the good band Saba. Something coming up on October 7th. That is the Central Valley Music Awards. It's an all-age event, red carpet. Going to be awards, live music, all genres of music. They've been nominated for 3 categories. Best Band, Best Reggae Artist / Band, and Best Song for their new song that's out called Feels Good. Probably one of the best bands I've seen in the Valley here in a long time, and there's tons of them. We are an amazing melting pot of gold in music, this industry around here. A lot of people don't realize it, but yeah, we have some of the best running around this valley, and we don't even know it. You guys got to get out of your house and watch these local shows. They're amazing. Yeah, again, Saturday, October 7th, 5 to 10 p.m., all ages event, red carpet, it's $20 tickets. They're available at centralvalleymusicawards.com. This is going to be at the Tulare Memorial Building, 1771 East Tulare Avenue in Tulare. Phone 368-8925. Going on to, this is a new one I'm starting to talk about. Drunk Drunk Donkey Bar and Grill out there at 1687 Hillman Street in Tulare, 631-4984, drunkdonkeybarandgrill.com. They're doing live music and they've got a real good crowd. Looks like a fun time doing some really cool stuff. They've got the Southern Comfort Band out there tomorrow night, Friday, September 22nd, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Doing a bunch of country covers. Going to be doing some really fun stuff. I think you're going to like it. If you're out in the Tulare area, that would be a really good place to stop and hang out. Stop, have a beer, listen to some music, maybe get some dancing on with your honey. Should be a good time. Go on out. Now, got something coming on in Hanford on Tuesday of next week. Local promoter here. I think he's involved with this. I don't know at what level exactly, but Trent Babb, comedian. He is really hitting it hard out here in the market. He is doing comedy shows in Exeter and Selma and Hanford and Visalia and Bakersfield. And that's just the ones I know of off the top of my head. I believe he's going to be at this show. I don't know if he's the one being an MC or not for this particular night. But Tuesday night, Hop Forge Brewing in Hanford. They are located at 106 West 7th Street. Phone number 670-3097. HopForgedBrewing.com. They are having comedy night with Claude Stewart. And they're also having Patrick Rabin. They're having $20 tickets online. And it's 25 at the door. But here's the deal. And you got to act quick tonight. You got till midnight, 11:59 p.m. You got 25% off general admission or VIP tickets. Offerings tonight at 11:59. And $20 tickets, 25% off. And you're getting your ticket for what, 15 bucks? Yeah, that's a great show. I was there last Saturday at Republic Ultra Lounge at a show Trent did. It was for Latin Independence Day. I laughed so hard. It was a great show. Thank you, Trent. Trent Babb, local promoter here. Please go out and watch his shows, watch what he promotes, watch what he talks about. I'm sure I'll have him on here shortly to talk about some of the things he's doing locally. He's a great guy. Come on out, Trent. Thanks. King's Art Center. King's Art Center out in Hanford, 605 North Doughty Street. They have a Flocktoberfest coming up on October 7th. $60 tickets available for purchase at the King's Art Center office. It's a 21 and over event. Of course, there's going to be alcohol there. It is Oktoberfest with a FL at the front. So, got their little flamingo out there doing its thing. So, must be a thirsty little guy. They're going to have a prize for Best Beer Fest costuming. They're going to have food, wine, music, beer and games, a raffle. Hop Forged will be there again. Plan B will be there. Some of the local tap houses and vendors. Ought to be a really good event. $60 event again. 605 North Doughty Street in Hanford. It'll be October 7th from 3 to 7 p.m. Get your outfit on and come on out. Should be a good time. All right, I'm going to step back for a second to Visalia. And I'm going to tell a little story. I'm going to come back over here for a second so I can talk. I don't know if anybody of you listening here know of a band called Call Me James. Brendan Reese. Call Me James. James Ace Reese. He's been playing music in the area here for a long time. Haven't seen him around too much. He still can beat the heck out of a guitar because he's amazing and always will be. But there was a point a couple of years ago that he had a specific drummer. And that drummer's name was Steven. And Steven was a country boy. He was a Texan. He was coming from Texas out here to do some computer work out in Tulare to fix a big problem on a company that was having issues out there. And when he did, because he's a drummer, he showed up at Guitar Center and he started meeting all the locals. And before it was said and done, he was playing drums for Call Me James. And he eventually ended up back in Texas, and he's such a musician. He ended up with another band, and that other band now is actually a band called Mitchell Ferguson. And Mitchell Ferguson, they're actually touring right now, and they are coming through the valley, I hear, and they might be staying in my studio and jamming for a couple of days. And I just wanted to show off and talk about these guys. Look at this guy. Mitchell Ferguson. Got about an album out, whole lot of sauce. 929, dropping. Yeah, that's Mitchell Ferguson. And look at this one. I love the blues. Look at Steven on those drums. He's so cute. So you can see in the bottom right there, there's some booking information and his website. These guys are really good. They're cruising through the area from Texas, heading to Southern California. Probably going to have a jam session with some of the members of Call Me James through here. It's going to be a good time. I'll let you know if all that happens. Get a little concert going here. It's going to be fun. Now we move on to the big town of Lemoore. Lemoore's got a lot popping in one bar called the Wrecking Bar. They have a lot happening out there. Every Wednesday, with the exception of the first Wednesday of the month, I believe that one's booked out for something else, they have Josh and Steve out there. And it is a big art expo, for lack of a better term. They've got artist booths, they have karaoke, they have open mic, they have highlighted bands. 8 p.m., 12 a.m., Wrecking Bar, Josh and Steve, 500 North Lemoore Avenue in Lemoore, 380-6519. That's Kimberly, the owner's number. If you have any questions or want to book or do anything in their bar, it's a great place. Wrecking Bar. Also at the Wrecking Bar, they got this coming up actually. Oh, I believe we just missed it. It was yesterday, September 20th. So we'll talk about it for a second. Hope the whole event went well. They had a fall paint party, lushy brushy. So that shows the diversity of the Wrecking Bar. They go from paint parties to football. They've got karaoke. They've got pretty much anything you want to do out there in Lemoore. 500 North Lemoore Avenue in Lemoore. 380-6519, the Wrecking Bar. Good place. Lindsay Community Theater. That is a beautiful little venue. Look at that in the top right there. Beautiful. The good old days when they still had signage like that. That's why I love the theaters. That's why I love the Fox and the Tower in Fresno. They're just so beautiful inside and out. We've got something coming up October 7th. It's a tribute to the Hag, and that's going to be a big one. Rudy Paris, he's done so much. He worked with the Buck Owens Band and the Buckaroos. He's played with Hank Williams III. He's done almost anything. He's worked with Capitol Records at one point. He's starting to play with, or I shouldn't say starting to, they've collaborated this particular show, and it's a tribute to Merle Haggard. It's called A Tribute to the Hag. And there's a gentleman named Norm Hamlet. He was the band leader and the steel guitarist for Merle Haggard for 49 years. He's done 30 number one hit songs. This gentleman is 88 years old. And I have to say that he's probably not going to be playing too much longer. I would be tired if I was 88 and had been touring for 49 years. So he's going to have this, the Rounders. That's some locals. Tommy Graham, Steve Forkum, Ron Smith. I've seen Steve Forkum play guitar. He is amazing. And then again, you got Rudy there. He rips a guitar to pieces. And he's a vocalist. So I'm going to this show. I've already got my ticket. Can't wait to see it. Lindsay Community Theater. Tickets are still available. Rudy at rudyparis.com. I got mine at lindsaycommunitytheater.com. Lindsay Community Theater, 190 East Elmwood Avenue in Lindsay, right down in the local, right in the downtown. Rudy, can't wait to see you, man. It's going to be a great show. Look forward. Got a lot going on out in Woodlake. Got the Dead Rat. That Dead Rat knows how to do music. Let me tell you, they have something going on every Friday night, every Saturday night, every Sunday afternoon. I can't remember the last time they weren't booked. We got one coming up Saturday, Sweet Daddy Productions. Got live music Saturday with the Dirty Papas. Saturday, September 23rd, 8 to midnight at the Dead Rat. It's right there on the corner. They've got a great outside stage with outside seating that's covered. So if it's the Sunday afternoon show, it's really, really nice. You don't have any issues there. Uh, all covered, no sun beating down on you when it's summertime, and then now it's starting to cool off, so it'll be perfect. Again, Dead Rat Saloon, 19414 Avenue 344 in Woodlake, 7692095. Now we're moving over to Porterville. Good old Porterville. Love Porterville. Got a lot going on over there. I like talking about the barn. A lot going on. I was trying real hard to get this guy on here, but had a few technical difficulties with my live remote software getting the audio right. It was giving me a problem. And so I didn't get to hook up with him, but tomorrow evening, there's a gentleman, used to work for the Porterville Recorder. He was a newspaper guy, and came to town. And I don't know his whole story. I'm going to get to find out a big portion of it tomorrow. But he's going to be reading from a book that he wrote about his life and his experience in Tooleytown, Porterville, and his experience with the people and how it changed his life, and how the Sierra Nevadas and the rivers kind of pointed him towards a spiritual point within himself that he didn't know existed, the way I understand it at least. I could be wrong there. I hope to hear his story in a more specific way tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. I got the 5 in there because it's only $5, $5 a person. We're going to have a reading of Terry Winkler's play, Tooleytown, at the Barn Theater. Tomorrow, September 22nd, 7 p.m. Barn Theater, 42 South Plano Street in Porterville. It's the corner of Olive and Plano. I believe I got my ticket at portervillebarntheater.com is where I bought it. $5, cheap, easy. It was real simple. How could you miss that? You don't get to see a reading very often anymore, or something like that, from the actual original author. And this came out of his heart and his mind. So it's going to have a lot of passion in it. Look forward. Another thing coming up at the Barn Theater, right around the corner from this one, it's in October. I believe October 7th again. Yeah, October 7th. Got Ralph Bourne's 17th Annual Buzzard Festival. How could you go wrong there with the 17th Annual Buzzard Festival? October 7th, 2023. Got free admission, live performances by a band called Pretty Sad Songs. I believe they're out of San Francisco. And a band called The Eights. 6 to 9 p.m. Bring a chair, get cozy. It's an outside event. They're going to have food, drinks, beer, wine, the whole 9 yards. Those are all available for purchase. And then you got the free music. So it's a family event. Ought to be a really good time. PortervilleBarnTheater.com. Again, 42 South Plano Street. It's right on the corner of on Olive and Plano in Porterville. So can't miss it. Big Red Barn. You can see it up there in the top right. Great and wonderful place. Look at that. Ought to be a fun time. Good show. 2 bands. Free. How do you go wrong? So, yeah. Got a lot going on. I hear Steven's on his way right now. He messaged me right before I started the show. That's why I put the slides on. Looking forward to that. Not every day you get to see some friends coming through, playing some good music, having a good time, collaborating. That's why we call this the Amber Collaborative is the big name. And this is the Amber Room Live, Central Valley Nights. We are the South Valley's Entertainment Information Center. That's what we call ourselves. So if you ever have anything that you want to promote, like I said, it doesn't really matter what, even if you're just mad and you want to talk about something happening around town that really affects you and needs to be fixed, this could be your forum. Do comedy, come on over. We'll do a comedy skit. Do poetry, come say a poem. Get yourself going. We'll get you whatever you want to do. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. That's what we're here for. So, all right. I am Troy Kronberg. This is Central Valley Nights. And we will see you next Thursday unless we have time. Probably going to see you actually sooner because, like I said, we're having someone come to town. So we're going to have our cameras on a lot more this week, I think. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for tuning in to the show. If you or anybody you know is hosting an event in the South Valley, please let us know. Tell us and our viewers what you are doing, where it's at, and why. Let Central Valley Nights be your voice. We are here to make you heard and known. For booking information, contact Troy at ambercollaborative@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching. See you next Thursday. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. The Amber Collaborative on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Good night.